St. Alphonsus on Mental Prayer continued. A reading from the complete works of St. Alphonsus Liguori, Volume 3, The Great Means of Salvation and of Perfection, published by PCP Books. Get a 10% discount using the coupon code MOC 2025. Section 2. Mental prayer disposes the heart to the practice of virtues. Moreover, without meditation there is not strength to resist the temptations of our enemies and to practice the virtues of the gospel. Meditation is like fire with regard to iron, which, when cold, is hard and can be wrought only with difficulty. But placed in the fire it becomes soft, and the workman gives it any form he wishes, says the Venerable Bartholomew of Martiribus. To observe the divine precepts and counsels, it is necessary to have a tender heart, that is, a heart docile and prepared to receive the impressions of celestial inspirations, and ready to obey them. It was this that Solomon asked of God. Give therefore to thy servant an understanding heart. 3 Kings 3. Sin has made our heart hard and indocile, for, being altogether inclined to sensual pleasures, it resists, as the apostle complained, the laws of the Spirit. But I see another law in my members, fighting against the law of my mind. Romans 7. But man becomes docile and tender to the influence of grace which is communicated in mental prayer. By the contemplation of the divine goodness, the great love which God has borne him, and the immense benefits which God has bestowed upon him, man is inflamed with love, his heart is softened and made obedient to the divine inspirations. But without mental prayer, his heart will remain hard and restive and disobedient, and thus he will be lost. A hard heart shall fare evil at the last. Ecclesiasticus 3. Hence, St. Bernard exhorted Pope Eugene never to omit meditations on account of external occupations. Quote, I fear for you, O Eugene, lest the multitude of affairs, prayer, and consideration, being intermitted, may bring you to a hard heart, which abhors not itself because it perceives not. End quote. Some may imagine that the long time which devout souls give to prayer, and which they could spend in useful works, is unprofitable and lost time. But such persons know not that in mental prayer souls acquire strength to conquer enemies and to practice virtue. From this leisure, says St. Bernard, strength comes forth. Hence the Lord commanded that his spouse should not be disturbed. I adjure you that you stir not up, nor awaken my beloved till she please. Canticle of Canticles 3. He says until she please, for the sleep or repose which the soul takes in mental prayer is perfectly voluntary. That is, at the same time, necessary for its spiritual life. He who does not sleep has not strength to work nor to walk, but goes tottering along the way. The soul that does not repose and acquire strength in meditation is not able to resist temptations and totters on the road. In the life of the Venerable Sister Mary Crucified, we read that, while at prayer, she heard a devil boasting that he had made a nun omit the common meditation, and that afterwards, because he continued to tempt her, she was in danger of consenting to mortal sin. The servant of God ran to the nun and, with the divine aid, rescued her from the criminal suggestion. Behold the danger to which one who omits meditation exposes his soul. St. Teresa used to say that he who neglects mental prayer needs not a devil to carry him to hell, but that he brings himself there with his own hands. And the abbot Daudes says that, quote, the man who omits mental prayer soon becomes either a beast or a devil. End quote.